I was 32 years old when my stepmother told me to sit with the children. Not suggested, told. In front of 15 relatives at Thanksgiving dinner, Carol pointed to a folding table in the corner. If you can't act like an adult and support this family, go sit at the kids' table. Maybe it'll teach you some gratitude. The room went silent. I walked over, sat down on a plastic chair next to an 8-year-old with a crayon. She looked up at me and smiled. You can color with us if you want. I said thank you. Then my phone buzzed in my pocket. The notification glowed on my screen. DocuSign ready. The contract I'd been waiting for. $5.6 million. How does a woman with an MBA and a corner office end up at the kids' table? Here's the thing. I didn't end up there by accident. And what I did next, right there in that very seat, changed everything. Wherever you're watching this, whether it's your lunch break or late at night, you're about to see how I turned that humiliation into the best decision of my life. If you've ever been underestimated by your own family, hit that like button now. You'll want to stay for this. But first, you need to understand why they put me there in the first place. My dad remarried when I was 14. Carol moved in with her 2 kids, Bree and Jason. Suddenly, I had a new family. Except I was never really part of it. My bedroom got smaller. My shelf space disappeared. So did my chair at the dinner table. By sophomore year, I stopped bringing home report cards. No one asked to see them anyway. I learned early that if I stayed quiet and stayed out of the way, there was less fighting. So that's what I did. I put myself through state college. No trust fund, no help. Well, that's not entirely true. Dad gave me $3,000 my freshman year. I'm grateful for that. I really am. But the other $87,000? That was me. Campus IT job, 30 hours a week. I learned to code at night in the computer lab while everyone else was at parties. Junior year, my professor pulled me aside. You see patterns no one else sees. Don't waste that. Her name was Maria Diaz. She changed my life. I graduated with honors, 6 figures in debt, and a skill set most people spend a decade building. I worked for 3 startups. 2 failed. 1 got acquired. By the time I turned 30, I was VP of product at Viridian Tech. Base salary, $240,000. Stock options. The works. I drove a 2013 sedan to family dinners. Never corrected Carol when she asked if I still did computer stuff. I kept my head down, kept the peace, and I kept everything. Every email, every pay stub, every signed offer letter. Call it paranoia. I call it preparation. I thought keeping quiet would keep the peace. I was wrong. 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, my stepsister Bree posted a screenshot to the family group chat. My LinkedIn profile. VP title front and center. Her message, wait, what? Carol called me an hour later. Suddenly she was warm, interested. She wanted to catch up. Sweetheart, I had no idea you were doing so well. We should talk. Face to face. Come to Thanksgiving. Family matters. I should have known. 2 days later, the email arrived. Subject line, investor opportunity, family discount. Carol's boutique marketing agency was expanding. She needed capital. $200,000 for 8% equity in a company I'd never heard of. I replied carefully. I'll need to review this with my financial advisor. It's a big decision. Her response came in under 10 minutes. Your advisor? I'm your mother. I raised you. This is what family does. We help each other. Or did you forget where you came from? She didn't raise me. She tolerated me. But I didn't say that. I tried to be polite. Bought myself time. That's when my dad texted. Your stepmom is really excited about this. Let's make Thanksgiving special. She's counting on you. I could feel the pressure building. The night before Thanksgiving, Carol sent one final message. See you tomorrow. Bring your checkbook. Followed by a kiss emoji. I sat there staring at my phone for a long time. Then I opened a folder on my laptop. I labeled it, Carol, November 2023. And I started saving everything. I showed up to Thanksgiving with a polite no prepared. Carol was all smiles through dinner. Sweet. gracious. Then dessert came. She turned to me in front of everyone. So, honey, have you had a chance to think about joining the family business? 200,000 is nothing for someone at your level. I kept my voice calm. I appreciate the offer, Carol, but I can't commit that capital right now. Her smile disappeared. Can't or won't? My brother-in-law Jason jumped in. Wow, must be nice to hoard money while your own family struggles. Bree piled on. Seriously selfish. I looked at my dad. He was staring at his plate. Carol stood up, crossed her arms. You know what? If you can't act like an adult and support this family, go sit at the kids' table. Maybe it'll teach you some gratitude. My face burned. 15 people staring at me. I stood up, walked to the corner, sat down in a plastic chair. The 8-year-old next to me held out a green crayon. You can color with us if you want. I took it, said thank you. My hands were shaking. I thought I'd lost. I thought walking away would have been smarter. Then my phone buzzed again. I pulled it out of my pocket. And everything changed. The email was from my CEO. Subject, congratulations. I opened it. The board approved the acquisition. Your new package, SVP Product and Strategy. $340,000 base, $400,000 retention bonus, 12,000 RSUs. We need your signature by Friday to close. You've earned this. I read it twice. Looked up at the adult table. Carol was holding court. Then I opened the investor deck she'd sent me. Pulled it up on my phone right there at the kids' table. Slide 6. Financials. Revenue, $9,240. Liabilities, $187,600. Her company wasn't expanding. It was dying. I switched apps. Pulled up my student loan account. Total borrowed, $91,000. Total paid with interest, $104,000. My dad's contribution freshman year, $3,000. I took screenshots of everything, uploaded them to a private cloud folder, labeled it Receipts. One of the kids looked over at me. Why are you smiling? I didn't plan to answer, but I did, because I just remembered something. She tilted her head. What? I don't owe anyone anything. I had 72 hours until the contract deadline, and Carol wasn't done yet. I woke up the next morning to 37 notifications. Carol had posted on Facebook. Heartbroken when people you raised forget where they came from. Broken heart emoji. 83 likes in 6 hours. Bree shared it. Tagged my profile. The comments rolled in. Ungrateful generation. Carol gave her everything. Money changes people. Then my dad texted. Can you just apologize and write the check? It's tearing the family apart. Jason sent me a Venmo request. $200,000. The note said, family investment. Stop being difficult. I stared at it. He was serious. That afternoon, I got a notification from a friend. Hey, is this real? She sent me a link. GoFundMe. Carol's face in the header photo. Title, Help Single Mom Save Her Business After Family Abandonment. The description made my stomach turn. After raising my stepdaughter as my own, I asked for help saving my small business. She refused. Now I'm facing closure and losing everything. A single mom's dream is dying because family values don't matter anymore. $340 raised. 11 donors. I checked Carol's Instagram. She'd run a 10K last month. Posted the medal. She wasn't dying. She was lying. Then my work email pinged. From HR. Hi. We received an anonymous message with a GoFundMe link making allegations about your personal life. We're disregarding it, but wanted you to know. Let us know if you need support. She was coming for my career now. I had 48 hours until the contract signing. I made one phone call. I called Bree's ex-boyfriend, Matt. He picked up on the first ring. I was wondering when you'd call. Matt had dated Bree for 2 years. Left the family orbit after his own blow-up with Carol. I got straight to it. Do you still have anything from last year? He laughed. Do I ever? Check your email. 90 seconds later, the attachment hit my inbox. I opened it. A screenshot. Group text. Carol, Bree, and Jason. Date, November 12th. A week before I was even invited to Thanksgiving. Carol's message. She's making bank at that tech job and hiding it. Bree, good work finding the LinkedIn. Here's the play. We pressure her Thanksgiving in front of everyone. Frame it as investment. She'll fold. Guilt works on her, always has. We take the $200K, give her fake equity paperwork, done. She won't sue family. Jason replied. What if she says no? Carol. Then we go nuclear. GoFundMe, social media, the works. I've already drafted the campaign. She'll cave or be destroyed. Either way, we win. There was a second attachment. Audio file, 47 seconds. I pressed play. Carol's voice. On the phone with my dad. Just text her that it's tearing the family apart. Use those exact words. She's weak for you. Always has been. She'll pay to make you happy. I listened twice. My hands were steady now. I forwarded everything to my lawyer. Then I opened the contract one more time. My lawyer's name is Aisha. I sent her everything. She called me back in 20 minutes. I'm running a background check on the business. Give me 6 hours. The report came at 11:42 that night. I opened it. Page 3. Revenue. Carol's agency filed zero income with the state for 2022 and 2023. No active business license as of August. Page 7. Financials. Home equity line of credit. $198,432. Maxed out. 2 missed payments. Foreclosure notice filed October 30th. The house, my dad's house, had 60 days before it was gone. Page 9. Property records. Quitclaim deed. Dated March 2021. My dad's signature at the bottom. The deed transferred sole ownership from him to Carol. I called Aisha. Does he know? She sighed. Probably not. People sign quitclaims thinking it's for estate planning. She owns the house now. If it forecloses, he loses everything. And he'll have no legal standing to fight it. I saw it all now. Carol wasn't expanding a business. She was in free fall. The $200,000 would cover the debt. Stop the foreclosure. Buy her time. All while my dad stayed in the dark. For maybe 5 seconds, I felt sorry for her. Then I remembered the 8-year-old handing me a crayon. I didn't need revenge. I just needed a really good lawyer. I made 3 decisions that night. First, I signed the contract. Pulled up the Viridian Tech agreement at 1:14 in the morning. Read the signature page one last time. Clicked sign. DocuSign confirmation appeared. Document completed. Congratulations, SVP. I took a screenshot. Filed it under receipts. Second, I hired Aisha to send a cease and desist. The GoFundMe was defamation. False claims. It needed to come down. I sent the email at 1:19. Proceed with the cease and desist. Also, I need you to prepare a brief for my father. He needs to see the deed and the foreclosure notice. I'll cover your fees. She replied at 6:30 in the morning. On it. When do you want the C&D sent? I wrote back. Yesterday. Third, I accepted Carol's invitation. She'd texted me Wednesday morning. Family dinner Sunday, 4 p.m. We need to clear the air. You'll come, right? Let's fix this. I could feel the desperation. She needed me there for one more pitch. I replied, I'll be there. Then I opened my notes app. Typed one line. Bring laptop. Sit at kids' table. Sign the deal. Leave. No theatrics, no speech. Just proof, boundaries, and the door closing behind me. Sunday came faster than I expected. I arrived at 4:03, parked in the driveway. Took 3 deep breaths. Grabbed my laptop bag. Carol opened the door before I could knock. I'm so glad you came. Let's start over. Her smile was wide, desperate. Dinner was awkward. Small talk, forced laughs. Carol waited until dessert. She set down her fork and looked at me. So, have you reconsidered? The investment? I really think we can make this work. As a family. I set down my fork too. I'm not investing, Carol. Her jaw tightened. Then why are you here? I stood up. You told me I belong at the kids' table, so that's where I'll sit. I walked to the folding table in the corner, sat down, opened my laptop. Carol laughed, nervous, confused. What is this, some kind of stunt? I didn't look up. No, a signature. I pulled up the smart TV remote, still paired to my Netflix from Christmas, connected my laptop to the screen. The TV lit up. Viridian Tech Acquisition Agreement, SVP Product and Strategy. Total compensation package, $5,600,000. The room went silent. Bree whispered, "Is that real?" I clicked the signature field, typed my name. The completion animation played across the 65-inch screen. Now it is. I opened a second folder. Since we're all here, let me share some other documents. First file, screenshot of the group text, November 12th. I read it aloud. Guilt works on her. Always has. Carol's face went white. Second file, the GoFundMe. Posted before I ever said no. Third, your HELOC statement. $198,000 in debt. 0 revenue. Fourth, the quitclaim deed. I zoomed in on the signature line. Dad, you signed your house over to her in 2021. It's in foreclosure. You have 30 days. My dad stood up. His face drained of color. What? Carol started to speak. That's not, let me explain. I closed the laptop. The TV went dark. I'm not here for explanations. I'm done. I pulled a business card from my bag. Handed it to my dad. Aisha Patel, attorney. She'll walk you through it. No charge. I picked up my bag. Looked at Carol one last time. I hope you figure it out. But not with my money. I walked to the door. My dad followed me to the driveway. I didn't know. I believed him. I know. That's why I'm telling you. I hugged him. I love you. But I can't be part of this anymore. I got in my car. In the rear-view mirror, I saw him standing there. Carol's silhouette in the doorway behind him. I drove away. I didn't feel victorious. I felt free. 48 hours later, the GoFundMe was taken down. Carol refunded the $340. Aisha's cease and desist worked. My dad hired a lawyer. He's contesting the deed. It might be reversible. We talk once a week now. Coffee on Saturdays. There are boundaries. We don't talk about Carol unless he brings it up. He started therapy in January. I paid for the first 3 months. He didn't ask. I offered. 2 weeks after everything went down, Bree sent me a text. Hey, I didn't know she was planning all that. I'm sorry it went down like that. I wrote back. I appreciate that. I need space right now. She replied with a thumbs up. We haven't spoken since. Jason never reached out. The silence is mutual. Carol sent one email. Subject line, unbelievable. You humiliated me in front of my family. I hope you're proud. I read it once. Archived it. Never replied. The acquisition closed in January. My title became official. SVP Product and Strategy. The $400,000 bonus hit my account on a Tuesday morning. I stared at the number for a full minute. Then I made 3 moves. First, I paid off my student loans. All of them. $104,000. Balance 0. I took a screenshot. Second, I set up a scholarship. $100,000 endowment to my state university for first-generation students in STEM. It's called the Professor Maria Diaz Award. The first recipient was announced in April. Her name is Anna. She's studying computer science. Third, I moved. Downtown loft, 2 bedrooms, floor-to-ceiling windows. The second bedroom is my office. I bought a desk that doesn't fold. I started seeing a therapist in February. First session, she asked what I wanted to work on. I said, why I stayed quiet for so long. It's been 8 months. No contact with Carol, Bree, or Jason. My dad asked me once if I'd ever reconcile. I told him the truth. Not now. Maybe never. And that's okay. He nodded. I understand. I don't hate them. I just don't owe them anything. Not money, not time, not space in my head. Somewhere, someone is telling you you're not enough, or that you're too much, that you owe them. You don't. Boundaries aren't cruelty, they're clarity. I still have the video recording from that Sunday. My signature appearing on the TV, the room going silent. Sometimes I watch it, not because I'm proud I humiliated her, but because I remember something important. I didn't need their permission to succeed. I just needed to stop waiting for it. If you've ever been underestimated by the people who were supposed to see you first, drop a comment below. What's your kid's table story? And if you made it this far, hit subscribe. These stories matter. Your story matters. One last thing. This is a fictionalized dramatization for entertainment purposes. It is not legal or financial advice. If you're facing family financial abuse or manipulation, please consult a licensed attorney or financial advisor in your area. Thank you for watching. And remember, you don't need permission to set boundaries. You just need the courage to hold them.